What's up, friends? Hey, a bunch of people have asked me how the Everest challenge was, and I'm happy to individually answer any questions or talk to you if you want to talk about it, but I thought I'd just film a video so I don't have to keep repeating myself. I would, though, because it was really exciting. I'll be brutally honest. I am the type of person that has done a decent amount of races, and I tend to put on my race day face and there's no friends on race day, and I go hard, and I'm just about seeing what my time can be. And I signed up for Everest because a good friend, Josh Metal, pushed me to do this challenge, and I had no idea what I was getting into. The entrance fee was many more times higher priced than I'm used to paying for a race, is what I thought. And I didn't understand till I got there. I didn't understand until I did it. And the owners of the race are pretty famous for telling people that it's not a race, it's a challenge. But when I saw how they treat that and how they branded it and how they make it more of a life stimulating, life coaching, and inspirational event, it is the best event, motivational, tear-jerking thing I've been to in my life, and I didn't expect that. For those of you that don't know what it is, the Everest challenge that we did this weekend in Utah is the goal is to climb 29,029 feet. So in Utah, that ends up being 29.9 miles, and you have 36 hours to go from the bottom of the gondola up to the top 13 times. I'm just going to share a few pictures to illustrate this. Here's, I did it with my good buddies, Josh Metal and Drake Blayong. And, oh gosh. The accommodations are very nice. So for any of my friends that are thinking about doing this, here's kind of some of our accommodation pictures. So they do tents of 3, and you don't need anything else, man. They've got everything for you. Hiking at night is really fun. That's that. You wear a white jersey as you're climbing the whole time. And as you're hitting these different summits around the world on your 5th leg, 6th leg, 7th leg, they check these things off. And then on your final ascent, they give you a red jersey so that everyone in the race knows that you're on your final leg, and people from the gondola and all the stations and the employees and staff, everyone's cheering you on. Super motivational. You can get an idea of the steepness of the course there. Here's an idea of the aid station. They've got 1 at bottom, 1 up top, and then 2 mid-course. So it is insanely, you're fully taken care of. You don't need to bring water or anything. When you finish, it's a red carpet event. So you are walking up on the red carpet like that. And there's me and Josh and Drake. And I can't convey the sense of camaraderie. So if you finish all 13, you get what's called the red hat. The founders of the race said you couldn't pay them $1 million for one of these red hats. They have to be earned. They can't be bought. And you hear that the night before and you're like, meh, whatever. But the way they brand and work you towards that, it's just amazing. The attention to detail on the race, there's a bamboo board with your name, and every ascent you have, you get to take a cowhide brander and brand the race symbol into the leg you just completed, and then it's color coded so you know what mountains you've climbed. Just amazing attention to detail. This is one of the volunteer staff, and he got my good buddy Josh Metal here to eat a carb, and some of us other friends have been trying for a long time and never got him to eat a carb, and we said we'd pay each other $100 if someone did, and race day Rob was able to make it happen. So I gave him $100. That's probably enough of that. So I underestimated the motivational, inspiring, moving way this event would be. In fact, while I talk, let me put up this last photo. And if you can read that on your screen, it'll give you an idea. It's hard to explain if you haven't done it. It's not a race, it's a challenge. I think I've done some things that at points were physically harder, to be honest with you. But this is a mental challenge, an emotional challenge. Can you do it? Can you strategize? Can you go through the night? Can you push yourself? I'll tell you, I had 13 laps, and after my fourth, I questioned a little bit. I knew I could finish, but at times I went, this is harder than I thought it was going to be, and then other times easier. As far as the recovery, all that, it's Monday. I did it Friday morning into finished about lunchtime Saturday. So we did it in probably 29 hours. We ended up doing 9 routes from Friday morning at 6 a.m. until Friday evening at about 10 p.m. And we only had 4 laps left. We could have gone through the night. Our strategy, we decided to go sleep and eat and go into the recovery room for an hour. So we took about a 7-hour break and then started back up at 5 something in the morning on Saturday, and then went till about 12:45 and finished our last leg. So it can be done quicker. The fastest guy did it in maybe 21 hours or so, 22. But what's the most inspirational is to see the people at the 35th and 36th hour either finally getting that summit in, which I think 14 did in the last hour, and they've been going 36 hours, or even those that were only on their 3rd or 4th leg with a white jersey still, but came up to the top and pushed it one more time. It was life-changing for these people. Most of us finishers went up to the top the last 2 hours. They encourage you to do so. And we cheered people on, whether it was their last leg and they were finishing, or whether it wasn't, the fact that they pushed it for 36 hours, and everybody was teary-eyed. I'm the type of guy that only gets teary maybe once or twice a year with my kids or my wife. That's usually a showing of gratitude, something I'm deeply grateful for, and I'll tear up. But every person that came in that last hour, I couldn't really hold back tears. It's really emotional. It's really motivating. It's the most attention to detail. The owners and founders are the raddest people, and the way they relate everything you're doing in the challenge to life is just really well done and amazing. I know I have some friends I'm going to send this to that are thinking about or are already signed up for a future challenge. So I'm happy to answer more in-depth questions, but I wanted to film this so I could kind of just hit send and send a hyperlink when people ask me about it so they could watch this video. Thanks.